are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the floor, feel the winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Hello, beautiful people, UK, America, Canada, London. We are live. We are live on Blueclouds Media as usual, as we do it. We are live on Blueclouds Media as usual. It's playing from somewhere. Sorry about that. We are live on Blueclouds Media. Yes, big game, London Derby. Welcome back to Speed Sports Live, brought to you by Blueclouds Media. Your trusted source for all comprehensive Chelsea FC coverage on this platform. I'm your host, Nizayon, as usual. Yeah, I'm your host, Nizayon, with my brother, Stephen G, co-host of this platform each and every day. Today, we're going to look into the highly anticipated London Derby. Let me check something real quick. Yep. Absolutely. Today we're going to look into the highly anticipated London Derby between Arsenal and Chelsea. A pivotal fixture between Arsenal and Chelsea. We'll look into that, and also we will explore tactical nuances, potential lineup, and key player matchup that will shape the encounter at the Emirates Stadium. Absolutely. This early morning game will kick off. We invite you to participate in the live discussion, also offering your insight and prediction as we dissect this crucial match. Let us begin with examining the current standing and the implication of this result for both clubs. Look at where they are at this moment. How far is Arsenal away from Chelsea? And also, I think there is going to be a cup game today between Liverpool and almighty Liverpool. and Newcastle United. Newcastle haven't won the trophy in a very, very long time. If I can remember, I think the last time they won the trophy will be 1965 or 1964. They're around, that's 65 or 66, one of them. Very, very long time, which is close to the first time that England won the World Cup, which that's how bad it is for Newcastle. So I'm going for Newcastle to beat Liverpool. I feel bad to say it because I have a Liverpool friend, but I just want Newcastle to win something. How good they've been for the past 2 seasons. I want them to win something. So that is what we're going to start with. But we'll look at the pivotal game between Chelsea and Arsenal Football Club, London Derby. So stick with us. It's not going anywhere. We're streaming live on X and YouTube at the same time. So whichever platform you're watching this stream, be with us, stay with us, like the video, subscribe, and stick with us. We'll be right back in just a second. Ali, welcome back to the show. Stephen G in the building.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, Stephen. Tell me what's up.
Nothing, man. Just tired, innit?
Yeah. Big game, London Derby. It's going to be a very difficult game. A game that I don't have that much hope that my team Chelsea could pull up with all 3 points. But who knows? Football always we rewrite the script. Something can happen. Something magical. Also, just like I said, guys, if you're watching us live, we're going to look into the current Premier League standing and implication for both Arsenal and Chelsea. And also recent form of each team. We'll be looking at the last 5 games of including all competition. All competition, we'll be looking at that, not just the Premier League. We could look at the Premier League. We could look at our competition, the standing, the performance in our competition last 5 games, including European competitions and the Premier League performance. Also, historically context of the Arsenal versus Chelsea a rivalry. We'll look into that, who is ahead of each other. For now, maybe Arsenal could pull a little bit away from Chelsea because of Chelsea's recent form against Arsenal in the Premier League and then also domestic trophy. We'll look into that. So Stephen is here. We'll take about 45 minutes, which include all the intros and all that introductions and everything, and then the the program lineup. So let's get it going. Guys. Stephen, where do you start from?
Last.
Are you ready?
5 games.
What's your confidence level like right now?
I feel like Chelsea can get something from the game. You look at, you look at how Chelsea have managed to grind out a couple 1-0s. Yes, it's Leicester. Yes, it's Copenhagen, but they weren't easy games. Those teams played with a back 5, and historically speaking, the last few years, Chelsea have struggled with back 5s and getting in behind. So the fact that Chelsea managed to do that with the goals in both games being in open play, it's a positive sign. The other thing I'd say is when you look at the last 5 games, Arsenal have 3 draws, 1 win, 1 defeat. So if we go in order from least recent to most recent, Arsenal lost 1-0 to West Ham. They then drew 0-0 with Nottingham Forest. They then beat PSV 7-1. They then drew 1-0 with Man United, and then they drew 2-0 with PSV. If you flip it on the other side of things, you look at Chelsea, lost 2-1 to Aston Villa, won 4-0 against Southampton, won 2-1 against Copenhagen, 1-0 against Leicester, 1-0 against Copenhagen. And before anyone says, but it's Copenhagen, Southampton, and Leicester, Chelsea can only play what's in front of them.
Yeah,
so at the end of the day, another way of looking at it, okay, you can say about Southampton and Leicester, but Arsenal lost to West Ham as well. So West Ham are down that end of the table too. So realistically, as much as it's a case of, oh, look who they played, I mean, West Ham are on 34 points, sat in 16th, yeah? So
Yeah.
they've got double the amount of points as Leicester. And let's not talk about the amount of points Southampton got because we just embarrassed their fan base. But at the same time, they're still down there around the relegation zone. Granted, pretty much every team is safe at this point except from Wolves, who would, it looks like, be Wolves, Ipswich, Leicester fighting relegation. But even then, I mean, you've got 9 games left, 10 for Leicester, but 9 for Ipswich and Wolves. And Wolves are 9 points clear of Ipswich and Leicester. So, I mean, granted, if Leicester win their game in hand, I don't know who it's against. But Leicester then goes 6 points behind Wolves. Then suddenly Wolves are dragged into it a bit for the last 9 games. But look, we can only play what's in front of us. And the fact that Chelsea got 2 1-0 wins where we've struggled to do that, it's progress, is how I'm looking at it. It's progress that Chelsea have managed to get a couple of 1-0 wins, which is something that they've struggled to do. Yeah? I think it's we've touched on quite a lot. So for me, it's a sign of progress. And look, I've seen some people want Maresca out, yeah? All I'll say is, yes, the performances aren't great, yeah? But the results are coming. And at the moment, the results are the most important thing, yeah? I'd also factor in that part of that is we have had injuries to players like Fofana and Reece James and Lavia and Jackson and Mark Gee and all these guys who, I mean, we got no striker option at the moment. Both our strikers are injured till after the international break at Chelsea. Fofana, you could see the difference that Fofana makes in terms of how everyone in that defence looks with Fofana around. I think the stat is something like Fofana's played 14 games and Chelsea conceded 12 goals with him in the defence. And then you look at what Chelsea have done outside of that, bear in mind that he's only really played in the Premier League. Yeah?
Yeah.
So if you look at this, Fofana's played 13 games. I think Chelsea conceded 12 in those games, yeah?
Exactly.
So you look at the table, that's 15 games without. It's 23 goals. So in just over double the amount of games as what he's played, we've goals. I don't know what's happened now. I don't know if it's kicked. I have no idea what's going on right now. But yeah, as I was saying, he's played 13 games. Chelsea have conceded about 12 goals with him playing in the Premier League. And then that 15 Premier League games without him, Chelsea have conceded about 24 goals. So Chelsea have conceded about double the amount of goals without him in about 3 more games, 2 more games, something like that. 3 more games, yeah. 3 more games, I think. 2 more games. My maths is terrible this morning. 2 more games without Fofana, we've conceded double the amount of goals as we have with Fofana. That is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Which highlights how important he's been to this defence, as I was saying before we had all these technical difficulties. So, hopefully, Fofana can stay fit for Chelsea, and then that could help solidify the defence, and then help push towards that Champions League spots, the top 5, as it looks like it's basically, well, it is I'd say 99% guarantee at this point that England get 5th place Champions League. I think England need something like 3 or 4 wins in the quarterfinal stages of the European competitions to seal the top 5. be in a Champions League spot. So we're almost there. It's a lock-in guarantee for me at this point. So, yeah, I mean, it's good that when you look at it at the moment, obviously Chelsea haven't played yet because we're playing later this afternoon.
Yeah.
1:30, sorry, 1:30 p.m. kickoff, UK. Nearly said 2 p.m. I got confused with that last night as well. And Chelsea, Newcastle, who obviously play in the cup final against Liverpool later. So a win would put pressure on Newcastle when they play their game in hand, because at that point they're 5 points behind Chelsea. They'd be 1 point behind Man City in the Champions League places. It would also be
even Chelsea are not even far off
you
Arsenal.
look at that point,
6 points difference, isn't it?
What?
6 points different from Arsenal.
Yeah. So a win today puts Chelsea right behind Arsenal. It put Chelsea just 3 points behind Arsenal, to be exact, as Nee's rightly pointed out. And also, not only that, Nee, Chelsea would be 2 points behind Nottingham Forest as well. Not only that, but further to that, Chelsea would have a 4-point gap to Man City, who are 5th. They would have a 5-point gap to Newcastle, who would have a game in hand. 5-point gap to Brighton, who would have the same amount of games played as Chelsea. Yeah?
Yeah.
And about a 7-point gap to Aston Villa, who are 8th. So, look, I've pointed it out. Chelsea's form, it's starting to hopefully be good now. The positive side of things is, for Chelsea, after the international break, they have Tottenham, who not only have been poor this season on the overall outlook, but typically when Chelsea played Tottenham, there's only one winner. International break. So the way I'm looking at it, if we can get a point at Emirates today, as Chelsea fans, I think we have to be happy with that, because realistically, Chelsea are guaranteed 4th place going into the international break, because Newcastle don't play in the Premier League this weekend because they got the cup final against Liverpool.
Okay.
So at that point, you look at it, a Chelsea draw puts Chelsea 3 points ahead of Newcastle with a superior goal difference. It puts them 3 points ahead of Brighton on the same number of games played with superior goal difference. And at that point, you've got, I think it's Tottenham is the game after this. Then it's Brentford, then it's Ipswich, then it's Fulham, then it's Everton. So if Chelsea get points today, there's a real possibility that they go on a run of about another 4 games at least. I mean, if Chelsea get points today, you expect them to get points against Tottenham because of the history of that fixture.
Exactly.
You'd
and
expect
even
them to
get
go
the
to
points against
Brentford and
Arsenal.
get points there. You'd expect them to go at home to Ipswich, get points at home to Ipswich, because the home form's been good this season. That's the big thing for me, is that Chelsea's home form is really going to carry them in this last little push of games, this last 10 games for Chelsea, because they haven't played today yet. So this last 10 games, 9 after today, these home fixtures are going to be crucial, because of Chelsea's home form has been good this season for the most part. And the home games that Chelsea have remaining, just to point this out, because we're looking at a table, so I want to touch on this push for Champions League. Tottenham, first game after international break on Thursday, the 3rd of April. Ipswich on the 13th of April. Everton on the 26th of April. Liverpool on the 3rd of May, by which point Liverpool could have the title wrapped up. If not, it will be wrapped up against Chelsea, which I really hope doesn't happen. Then our last home game of the season on the 18th of May is Manchester United. So there's only really 2, maybe 3 big home games left in terms of when you look at who the opposition are. But 2 of those teams are not doing so hot this season, in Tottenham and Manchester United. So that plays in our favour.
Thank you very much, Stevie.
It's looking good for me at the moment. I mean, you look at the Premier League form, you can see the last 5 in the Premier League for both teams here as well. Arsenal in the Premier League have drawn their last 2. They lost the game before that, and they won the 2 games before that. You look at Chelsea. Chelsea won their last 2 Premier League games, lost the 2 before that, and they won the 1 before that. So Chelsea, in terms of Premier League form in their last 5, and in terms of their overall form in their last 5, are looking the better team heading into this fixture. Now, it isn't an excuse for Arsenal fans, so to speak, because Chelsea have used it in the past, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Injuries have absolutely annihilated them in this back half of the season, yeah? They're having to play Mikel Moreno up top. They've got their only wide options, Sterling, Trossard, Martinelli, basically. Sterling obviously can't play today because of Chelsea a parent club. So that leaves Trossard, Nwaneri, and potentially Martinelli as their attacking options. So neither team has really a striker, to be honest with you. Like, Nwaneri's been good. I mean, he's a young player. He's been quality for Arsenal, don't get me wrong. But London derby, 2 teams in the top 4. A win for Chelsea is massive in their race for Champions League. But also, it's not a trophy, and I'm not claiming it to be a trophy because I'm not a fan of a certain North London club that's not Arsenal. Yeah. It would put Chelsea 3 points behind Arsenal. And we know what certain fans are like within each fan base. They like to brag about, oh, we finish as a top London club. So for that argument, today could prove massive in that as well. But for me, and I'm sure for me, the main thing isn't Arsenal, it's Champions League football, because that's where the money's at. You don't get nothing for being the top London club. You get bragging rights of, oh, we finished above you, but you don't get a trophy, although I think some London clubs might think you do. But, yeah, as we're looking at the table, you can see the form in the Premier League there. We've touched on the form in all competitions as well. Chelsea, on form right now, are the better team. And yes, people will make the argument of who they've played. Yeah? But Chelsea can only play what's in front of them. Arsenal can only play what's in front of them. That's how it works. That's the harsh reality of it. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but we're here speaking facts. Chelsea can't help that going into this, they just happen to have Leicester and Southampton in their last 2 Premier League games.
Exactly. You guys, thank you very much, Stephen G. If you're joining us live, if you're just joining us, we are looking at a big anticipated game between Chelsea and Arsenal. We're going through, we've taken almost about 14 minutes already with the introductions, and also we've gone through a few of the context in terms of what we're about to talk about on today's show. We're looking at the Premier League standing between Arsenal and Chelsea, and also the recent form of each team. We've gone through pretty much almost all of them between the Premier League state. You can see right on our screen, the Premier League standing is right there. And also we're looking at the heritage, the history, the heritage between these 2 football clubs, the rivalry, London clubs, when they meet, what it brings. And looking at the table, looking at where Liverpool are, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, even in that contest, 3rd place, and they've been there for a while now. As Chelsea also in the 4th place with Manchester City. Where do you think that the Premier League stand among all the European competition the last 4 or 5 years? Has it progressed or regressed? Let me know your thoughts on it. Has the Premier League done enough to compete with the likes of the German Bundesliga, the Italian Liga, and the Spanish League? Look at this season. I think it's below standard, in my opinion. Looking at the Premier League the past 20 years that I've been watching since 1996, the competitiveness is very, very high. The physical nature of it is very, very high. And look at where Man City is. Chelsea struggling, Newcastle and Nottingham Forest even pushing his way to the 3rd place. And Arsenal, look at that. Look at the point. 55. Arsenal at this time of the season. And Liverpool is the only one pulling away from the rest. We're going to look into that. And also, big up to everyone joining us here my brother Abine. I'm sure that's the name. Ayala. I'm sure Ayala. Sorry, my brother, if I butchered your name. I'm trying to pronounce it as I'm not trying to pronounce it very well, but thank you very much for joining us. A fun time to be on the show today. It says, dear Nee and Stephen, dear to you too. I hope you're doing very well back home. What's your thoughts on today's big game, the London derby between Chelsea and Arsenal? And it says, welcome Nee, and it says, welcome Nee and Stephen. Welcome to you, my brother. I hope wherever you are watching this live, everyone is doing wonderful, well, and everybody's doing a great, and you are ready to watch the Chelsea and Arsenal game. Are you confident? Are you confident? Whoever is watching live on X or YouTube, let me know where you stand in terms of your confidence. If you're a Chelsea fan, are you confident? If you're Arsenal fan, where do you think the results will be at the end of the game? I know you guys are development are way ahead of Chelsea. Chelsea can only play who they put in front of them, but a big result for Chelsea would turn their season around, just like Steven said, just like we've also gone through the standings of the Premier League. So we're still looking at it in this. We still got some few more time to go through some few content. We look at the historical context of the Arsenal versus Chelsea rivalry. Who have won more and when? When did that happen? What are some of the memories can you remember? What are some spectacular goals that you can remember? I got two of them in mind right now without thinking too much. I can give you two of one of my spectacular goals that Chelsea have scored against Arsenal Football Club. One with I think was Stamford Bridge from Mikel Arteta, and another one I think it has to. I'm not so sure. I think it will be a White Adelaide. Sorry, it will be at the Emirates Stadium where the dazzling. I call it White Alley. Yeah, I make a mistake. That's why I rephrased it. I said,
I didn't know if I heard you right. I was like, wait, you did say that,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, where Eden Hazard dribbled almost about 6-7 players to score a solo goal. How many players in the Premier League can do that? He's not just it didn't have it wasn't him and the goalkeeper from the halfway line. He has to go through a series of players to score a worthy of a goal. If you can remember that, I think it was away from Stamford Bridge. I'm very, very sure it was away from. And I can remember a few of those goals, those stunning goals against Arsenal. But those two are always stand tall to me when I look at this fixture. So wherever you're watching us from, do not forget. Needs Iron is here with Stephen G. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and that'll help build wherever we want to get to at the end of the year. So keep it coming, keep your comments coming. Thank you very much, my brother here. I'm sure he's joining us from Ethiopia, if I can remember. Ethiopia, man. Big up to you, Stephen. Now let's look at the history context of the Arsenal and Chelsea's rivalry before we move on from there, and then go through the team news and lineup prediction. That will take us 20 minutes on that. So this one's still
the lineup's out in 15 minutes, by the way.
Yeah. So by the time we're done with this, we still got time to cover this. By the time we're done with this, then we could be edging towards the lineup section. So that will take about 20 minutes on that. So yeah, we'll look at the. Are you gonna show that on your screen? The
are we doing all comps or just Prem?
Which one will be easy for you to put on the screen? Let's look at just Prem, because
I could do either, or I've got one that has all comps, or I could just do a Premier League one from Premier League website.
All right, let's do the Premier League one.
Okay.
Let's start with Premier League, since it's a Premier League game. We start with Premier League one, and then once we're done with that, we can add the bonus one with the all competition.
Okay. Let's get to here. Let's go to full screen on this, and let's share this. Hang on, I'm just going to adjust it slightly. Bear with.
Okay.
There we go. So this is the Premier League head-to-head, Nee.
Okay.
So in total, Arsenal have 26 wins. Chelsea have 20 wins. This is Premier League only, remember. Yeah? There's been 19 draws. There's been 65 games played.
Since when was it? Is it calculated?
This is only Premier League.
Since was changed to Barclays Premier League. Is this since was changed to Barclays Premier League? Oh, since
I presume so. It's on the Premier League website. I don't know if it goes all the way back or just since it was called Premier League. I presume it must go all the way back. Yeah, it must go all the way back. Just top division in general. But the important thing for me, Nee, is in terms of we don't know the exact number of games that happened at the Emirates.
Yeah.
But what we can see is that Chelsea have won 7 games away. Arsenal have won 16 games at home. We don't know how many draws there's been at the Emirates or Highbury, etc.
Mm-hmm. I
But
would
we
say
do know the home and away wins.
I think I would say since it's been changed from hybrid to Emirates, Chelsea have really recorded a lot of good wins from Emirates, from the Emirates Stadium. Yeah,
I mean, Chelsea haven't been good there in recent time. I think last time we won there was under Frank Lampard.
Under Frank? What do you mean under Frank Lampard? Was when
The
Frank
last
Lampard
time we won at the Emirates, I think, was under Frank Lampard.
Under Frank Lampard, what do you mean? Was Frank Lampard the coach?
When he was the manager.
As a coach.
When he was the manager.
Okay.
That's why I said under Frank Lampard. Like I would say under Thomas Tuchel, under Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm just double checking that, but I believe that is correct.
Sorry for my profanity.
All right. Where are we? 2-1. That was a friendly game, I think, that one. Yeah. 2-0. There we go. 2-0. Oh, no, under Thomas Tuchel, we won 2-0 there. Reece James scored and Romelu Lukaku scored.
2-0 under Thomas Tuchel. So it's not, we still
Reece
got
James assisted the Romelu Lukaku goal, and then Mason Mount assisted the Reece James goal. That's still 4 years ago.
That's far. That's not far. That was the year they won the Champions League then.
No, it wasn't.
4 years ago?
This was August 21. This wasn't January to May. This was August 21. It was after we won the Champions League.
Because Tuchel was there for 1 season, isn't it?
No.
2 seasons?
Tuchel joined in the January 21. He left September number 1 under this ownership. So, give or take 18 months, if my maths is correct.
So, 18 months, that's a little over a year. So, he was there for a little over a year. 18 months, that's the highest long.
Well, a little under 2 years, to be more exact.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, kind of bang in the middle, actually. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the longest we've ever had the Chelsea manager. 18 months. No one has gone beyond 18 months.
Yeah, they have.
Who do we have? It went over 18 months.
Jose.
Oh, Jose was there for 2 years. Yeah.
Jose was about 2.5 years.
Yeah. But the majority of the time, 18 months, you're gone. 18 months, you're gone.
Give or take.
18 months, and then you leave. All right, so guys, we're still going through the rivalry. We're looking at the contest between these two teams. 65 games played, 18. Arsenal have won 10 of their games away and 16 at home, 26 in total. And Chelsea have also done 20 wins.
Total wins. 13 at Stamford Bridge, 7 away.
7 away. So that's what we are looking at this moment. We still got some few more minutes left whilst waiting for the official lineup from Chelsea FC. We will look into the tactical aspect of it, and we'll look at the tactical aspect of it whilst we're waiting for the lineup to come up. We're going to look at the recent. We've also touched bases on the recent form. And recent form between each teams and including the European competition. So, Stephen, we've looked at the Premier League, 65 games in total. Let's look at the our competition, including Europe, and everything. Let's look at our competition.
There you go.
All right, we will look at our competition.
This is Chelsea's record against
Second.
Arsenal.
All right, so
Chelsea have won 66.
Okay.
Arsenal have won 84, and they have drawn 60.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is, we haven't played in a cup competition since that FA Cup final where, let's just say there was quite a few dodgy decisions that went against Chelsea because the referee needed to go Specsavers, because I'm pretty sure that's the FA Cup final where Kovacic got sent off, even though he was the one that got fouled.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, we've already spoken about the Premier League ones, but do you know what? The thing I will point out, right, is, well, so Arsenal have the recent history against Chelsea, yeah? Chelsea were unlucky in the 2-2 draw last season because Sanchez is a cretin, and they were unlucky in the 1-1 draw this season because Sanchez is a cretin, yeah?
Mhm.
If it weren't for Sanchez, we would have won both those games, yeah? The other thing I'll point out is Arsenal have the Premier League record against Chelsea. Chelsea have the European record against Arsenal. That's the main thing I want to point out. I have intentionally scrolled down past the Premier League ones because we've spoken about Premier League, and then you get to see a couple of the FA Cup, the League Cup, the Europa League. So it's not just Premier League now.
All right, so I'll go through two of the comments that we have on the screen. We'll be back onto this because there's not much to talk about here.
There's not much to talk about. The only thing I'll say is Arsenal have the Premier League record against Chelsea. They have the overall record against Chelsea. The difference is, in terms of European competition, Chelsea have the history over Arsenal when it matters. That was the only thing I wanted to add, to be honest with you. I thought there was more games in recent history in the Cups, but there wasn't. So this whole using this page has kind of gone backwards because I was expecting more Cup competitions in recent memory.
Thank you very much, Stephen G. Man like Stephen G, when he's in the building, everything flows like butter. You get what I mean? Yeah. And also big up to you, Abenya. Abenya watching this live from Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, to be precise. This as the Blue fan from Ethiopia. I always listen to this Blueclouds media, and moreover, today I'm happy since Blue match to Emirates for this tight game, and Blues must concentrate for this game. Absolutely, we need 3 points if we can carry it. But how confident are you, Abenya? How confident are you? He said the Blues, Chelsea 2, Arsenal 2 is going for draw. At least a point for Chelsea will shape up their season. It will be a big boost for Chelsea because Arsenal, if you can compare the trajectory of Arsenal and also where Chelsea are, Arsenal are way ahead of the development. They are there. They are in the stage that is supposed to be snatching all the trophies in England. They are in that position. In the position where Arsenal are at this moment. They're supposed to be competing with the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool. Chelsea are not. Chelsea have a new manager this season, but Arsenal have had the same manager for the last 4 years. Chelsea hasn't. And Chelsea is also working with new players, like say the acquisition players that they've brought to the football club. Most of them are new. You know, new manager working with new players. A season, he's not even done in the season yet, so he's got a long way to go. So that's why I believe that a draw will boost Chelsea. Will be a good thing for Chelsea, in my opinion. He says Blue must not miss the chance near to go and use the chance effectively. That's true. Absolutely, perfectly true. Pride of London. The biggest club in London, it's just Chelsea. The only football club, if they're able to secure the Conference League trophy, it means that they've won a trophy that no other club in the world has ever won. They've completed all the trophy lists in the world. They've won everything. Champions League, from Champions League to Conference League. If they win it, They've made history. Real Madrid has not even done it. I know you may say, okay, it's a glass trophy, but you got to be there to win it. And there were over 20 teams in that competition, but Chelsea emerged as winners if they win it. So I don't want people to say we got an issue.
Look at the screen.
All right, screen says what? Simon Johnson said, CFC.
There's been rumors that Palmer might not be available today. I have a feeling this is him saying that is true. Not again. 2 seasons he's been here. 2 seasons in a row he might be missing the game against Arsenal. This would have been the perfect time for him to get a goal as well, because that would have hit different.
Well, what could have been the problem?
Fatigue, I'm guessing. Muscle fatigue. He's been played loads, hasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, Lord. I hope. Let me see what I can find here. This is detrimental. This will be bad. Won't it?
Yeah, very.
Let's see.
I'm actually going to share a different tab for a minute. I'm going to go back to sharing this for a second. I've got lineups out in 1 minute.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You know, which way do we want to look?
I don't know. Painful, isn't it? Where do we go from here? If Palmer doesn't play, where is the motivation going to come from? Where will be the motivation coming from? I don't get it.
For goodness sake, man.
Like my hopes, I don't have much hope, but I still believe that we can snatch something from here. And then there we are. It's not looking lively. Yeah. It's not looking like it's going to happen.
Lineups out.
Then I'd be so.
Here we go. The moment of truth.
Do that on the screen if you can.
I'm trying to get it.
Okay.
Oh, he's not even on the bench.
Yep.
Oh, goodness sake, man. Looks like Reece is in midfield. Enzo's got to be in the Palmer role. Just give me 2 seconds because I'm sharing it to you.
Okay.
And, well, I'm going to share it to you so I can get it up, basically.
Okay.
And then... let's go here. Open that. Share this tab instead. Close a couple of tabs.
When you get a chance, zoom it in when you're done.
Yeah, I am. I was just closing some tabs.
Okay.
There you go. This is bad. This is so very bad.
I'm streaming to X, but it's not showing on my page.
It was showing on my page.
It is?
When I was sharing the screen, it had it up in the corner.
Yeah, it's not there. I don't see it on my screen. I was like, what's going on?
I'm going to see if the Arsenal lineup's out yet. See if
it shows I'm live, but...
Okay, the Arsenal lineup's also out.
All right.
I'm just cropping the Arsenal one. Oh, okay.
Shoot.
The Arsenal lineup's also out.
So, guys, the painful thing is we don't have Cole Palmer, not even on the list, not in the starting 11. He's not on the bench, not even on the starting 11. He's not there at all today. My hopes have dropped down. I'm having a little bit of hope that we could go there. I mean, pick up a draw, but maybe this is a chance for other players to step up. I don't want to see a Neto, not Neto. I don't want to see a Sancho in this lineup starting. Oh, there you go. Talk too much. He's right there. I want to see a Tariq George. I want to see a Tariq George instead of a
I
Sancho.
wanted to see Tariq George.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, so Abenya said, yup, Needs and Steven, we will come back for Champions League for next season if we survive from today's game, and for motivation purposely, and players must play for the shit, for the badge. Big up to you, man, like Makeem. Yes, man, like Makeem in the building, representing live from the UK, and he said a big up, Nee and Steven. Big up to you too, big brother. I hope you're doing very well. And he said, good lineup and good lineup. Body shield must be serious in order to make, not to make error at the back at this moment. From Abenya, thank you very much, Abenya. Keep it coming, keep it coming. You know, I'll take my time and definitely go through them for you as they come. If you have any question, let me know what your stand. Where is your hope right now? No Cole Palmer. He's not the starting 11. He's not on the bench either. Presumably, it could be.
Well, hopefully, he comes out the England squad.
Was in the list, the provisional list that came out? Was in it?
Yeah, he's in the England squad.
Then how's it gonna go? Or probably they're trying to protect him so he doesn't get injured for England.
He had a late fitness test, and he clearly couldn't have passed it. Otherwise, he would have been in the squad at a minimum.
Okay. So that's bad. All right. So, guys, if you're looking at the list that came out, Robert Sanchez as the goalkeeper for today's game, Wesley Fofana, Badishia, Benoit Badishia in there as left centre back, with Levi Okuwo as Badishia's right centre back, Levi Okuwo as left centre back, Mark Cucurella playing left centre back, with James probably right back, with Caicedo. Defensive mid, Neto also. I think Neto will be attacking. Enzo Fernandez also in the middle. The way they put it up would be playing alongside Caicedo, with Sancho probably on the left hand side, with Nkunku as the striker. That's what we have on the stream, with Philip Jorgensen on bench. Bettinelli, I don't think we're ever going to see him in post, but tossing Chaloba, Gusto, Achampon, and Lavia, Dries Briho, and George. The good thing is we have Lavia in the team today. He might come up from the bench probably around the 70th minute.
The bad thing is we've got Nkunku starting, so there's that. Yay, Nkunku starting, Nee. I'm so happy right now. Look.
There are two players in there that I don't like their performance this season. Sancho is one of them, and also Nkunku's performance.
Positive. Gusto's on the bench, so he's back available as well.
Yeah.
Negative. Nkunku and Sanchez are starting.
Yeah. Very, very, very. I mean, I'm not happy. I'm not a happy man right now. I'm not happy at all with his.
So annoyed, man.
Without Cole Palmer, but it is what it is. It's a teamwork.
It's okay though, because our sporting directors got rid of all our depth, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
If we kept Carney, you could have played Carney today. Some people say you could have kept Felix. I personally don't like Felix. He's not even starting for AC Milan now.
I mean, it could still be utilized. You can utilize the player if you have him there. You could utilize Felix. I mean, although he's been useless in his career, it could do something. He could do something today. And we're lacking. Our depth is very thin. Too many academy graduates in there. George, it deserves to be that.
We had a lot of academy graduates, Share. Do you want to see Arsenal?
Yeah, Luis Vasquez and more.
Look at their bench as well, though.
But Steven, if you look at Arsenal, Arsenal has a formidable team with a lot of experienced players, Premier League experience. Trossard, I don't think Trossard is that young. Trossard is probably around 28 years old. Trossard, that's how old he could be. Martinelli has been in the Premier League for a long time. Almost about 5 years now, Martinelli. He came in from Brazil at the very, very tender age, 16 or 17. I don't think 16, but 17 when he joined Arsenal.
Martinelli, he would have been 18 or 19.
Yeah. He joined when he was very young. Declan Rice.
You can't leave
27.
Can't leave a country to go to another country before you're 18 as a footballer unless your parents get a job in that country.
Spot on. Declan Rice, very experienced, maturity. Also, he has a lot of maturity and Premier League experience. Thomas Partey, another one.
Looking behind bars.
I don't want to talk about that one. You know where I stand on it. Let's not get into it, Steven.
My stance is, yeah,
I'm not getting into it. I'm not getting into it.
No. I'm not going to go into. All I'm saying, there's certain places, certain leagues that when you're getting charged and you're getting investigated, you are not allowed to play.
That's certain league, not the English league.
But also, there's certain clubs. Man City did it. Man United did it, where they don't play the player while set under investigation.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. And it was for similar things.
But if you look at Arsenal lineup, look, there is some kind of telepathy understanding within these two teams. They've played within this team. They've played alongside each other for quite a number of games. David Raya has been the number one beginning of the season and still number one. Timber has been on and off, but he is very good player. He's been there. He knows understand the tactics of Mikel Arteta. Saliba, experience. Gabriel, experience. Those two have understanding. They understand each other because they have paired in that position and know how each other plays. Who goes for those 50-50, who stands behind to clear out those tackles. They know it. Luis Skelly is the young player that, he's having an outstanding season. Thomas Partey, very much experience, a lot of experience. Ghanaian born, Ghanaian international, from Atletico Madrid to Manchester to Arsenal. He's got a lot of experience. He's a good player technically. He's a good player. He plays an attacking role in the national team, but plays defensively for Arsenal. Declan Rice, same. I said very maturity, experience, a lot of Premier League game. He knows the Premier League inside out, from Chelsea to Arsenal to Chelsea to West Ham United. He knows everything. Rice, Odegaard also very experienced. Real Madrid to Arsenal, a lot of experience. Technically, he's good. Martinelli, also maturity. He's been there. He knows Arsenal. He knows the English Premier League. Trossard, also from Brighton Football Club. He's not young either. So, and then also Miguel Moreno. That's a player that's big question mark. A lot of Arsenal fans do not like this player because they feel like it was a wrong buying. They're not supposed to buy this player because he's not good enough. So the only question mark in this lineup is Miguel Moreno compared to what Chelsea put up. And look at the bench. Neto, what's the name? Lots of young players on the bench. So Jorginho, Cauliflower, I call him Cauliflower, Butler, is it Butler, Onyedeji? That's Nigerian. And also, Onyedeji. Then they have Iwanieri, another young player. Iwanieri, good player. He's a good player. So let's look at that. Let's look at what Arsenal is bringing. They have a stronger team compared to what Chelsea have. But sometimes football, it's very predictable. Let's see what Chelsea can do.
You mean predictable or unpredictable?
It's very unpredictable. It's very, very you can't predict football. You cannot predict football. So it's very, very unpredictable. We don't know what Chelsea is going to be like. Maybe they could be better without Palmer, which they've shown in a few 7 games that they're better off Palmer winning games without Palmer scoring. But then Palmer's contribution has been great. Although he doesn't score, he's contributing assists and all that. So we got to give that credit to Palmer. Very, 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 Anything you want to add to it, Steven?
Not really.
I can tell you're very disappointed.
I'm so annoyed, man.
I can tell. So more to go.
All because of our players couldn't kill the first leg of the Conference League. If they killed the first leg of the Conference League, we could have had rest for Parma the other day. But they couldn't do that. Then we had to sub him off because our team was playing like absolute crap. Yeah. So then that was another 45 minutes he had to play.
We're going to see the same thing again. We're probably
So
going to see the
annoying,
same
man.
thing again. I won't doubt what kind of
our
performance.
players could kill off a game. We wouldn't have needed Palmer to come on in the second leg.
Steven, this is a big question mark. What do you say with Enzo Maresca? Have you seen that? Do you think he really have a plan B besides the 3 in the back the last time he played, where we were so shit? Excuse me, I almost have a hiccup. Where we're so bad. Have you seen
we've tried 3-4 different
flexibility
ways
in his way of managing or coaching?
We've tried 3 or 4 different ways. We've tried it kind of like a back three. We've tried it as a 4 at the back with natural fullbacks. We've done 4 at the back with the fullback cutting inside into midfield, which is what Cucurella does for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
We've tried it similar to how we're doing it today, where you've got 3 centre backs. You'll have Cucurella inverting into midfield. Then you've got Reece James in midfield next to Caicedo. So we've tried 3-4 different ways. I actually like the way we've been working. This is what's been working the last few games, is kind of how we're setting up today. Just you've got Enzo in there instead of Palmer because Palmer's missing out today. My only other issue is I'd play Tyreek George instead of Nkunku. 1 minute.
Okay. All right. So whilst we are waiting, Steven was on it. So we're gonna look into that here. Try to do that. The hell to do? I can't do this. Come on. All right, so we're also waiting for Steven to get ready. He's got something to take care of right now. Lord, big up to you, Lord Vepanation. Lord said we're gonna lose today. I'm afraid. I wouldn't say we're gonna lose, but I don't have confidence, Lord. I don't really have confidence, brother. I don't have the confidence at all because no Palmer. Where's that creativity is gonna come from? Who is coming in to play that role? Looking at it, it looks like maybe it could be Enzo Fernandez being pushed into that role, but James, I don't know. It's very, very difficult. I didn't. Let me see what we have on FootMob. Steven, if Steven get a chance, he might show how FootMob organizes players. I know Sam Fofana, Badishia, Cowell, Cucurella, those are the back 4, but James is probably going to move to the midfield. James will probably move to the midfield with Caicedo. Neto Enzo Fernandez will be that creative player up front for Chelsea, and he will be controlling. He's going to have a free role, and Sancho will definitely be on the left-hand side. Neto will be on the right-hand side with Neto on the right hand, and Nkunku up front. Nkunku have to lift this game up today. This game is really calling for Nkunku. He have to lift this game up. He said that no creativity. We have to hope we get a penalty or off or what off. Oh my God. Says James midfield. This is a dangerous move. James sometimes it depends on the position. Sometimes he's good in that midfield role. and he hasn't played in that midfield position for quite a long time. So I don't know how he's going to. Arsenal will dictate the pace. Arsenal will put pressure on Chelsea from minute go. Referee's whistle goes. Arsenal definitely going to put pressure on Chelsea. They will dictate. They will possession wise, because without Palmer, I mean, Chelsea have won games without Palmer, but we don't have to forget this. That those games that we won, if you look at the statistics, will tell you Palmer's contribution was very, very high. Although he misses glorious chances, he did not score goals that he's supposed to score. We know that informed Palmer would definitely not miss the chances that he missed against Southampton, the one he missed against Copenhagen. He wouldn't miss those chances, but he was still contributing in terms of chances creation for our team players to finish it that they haven't been able to finish. So Palmer's contribution is still there. That is what we'll be missing today. Jackson definitely is not going to be there. Jackson will return after the international break. Lord said they got so much numbers in the midfield, plus Enzo need to track back, which he's not really good at. He's probably going to be that creative player in the team today. By the way I'm seeing things, Enzo will have a free role. Sancho have to be disciplined. If we talk about Enzo tracking back, we have to worry about Sancho also tracking back. I don't have a problem with Neto. Neto has a lot of energy. He can track back. He can run and track his runners and all that. But what about Sancho? Is it disciplined enough to track back and help the team? All right, I think Steven is back. All right. You all right, Steven?
Yeah.
I had the whole family in the video. I was trying to see how do I get him out? How do I get him out? And I forgot how to do it. Finally, I got it down.
I had the camera off.
No, you didn't. You didn't. I saw your mom. Your mom was that close to the camera. I saw her head, and I was like, "Oh, Stevie, mom is here."
I thought I turned it off when I muted it.
No, you didn't. So I was like, "Oh, come on, help me out." So I went in, I saw the remove, and I removed it. I thought your camera was my camera. So when I did this, I ended up blocking my camera. I was like, "No, not that one." So then I put my mouse on it. It says remove. Okay, but anyway, that's just by the way. It's behind. We call it behind the scenes show time. Okay. Very interesting. Lots of hopes are going down. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with this lineup. I hope that
Rangers 1-0 against Celtic in Old Firm.
Oh, that big game. Rangers and Celtic. Oh, who's up? Rangers should be ahead. I mean, Celtic should be ahead of Rangers, isn't it?
Rangers is 1-0.
Oh boy, Rangers is Brendan Rangers, right? Brendan Rogers, not Rangers. Brendan Rogers. I'm sure it's going to be Celtic winning, but at the end of the day, who's playing home? Rangers.
Celtic. Oh,
Celtic,
you didn't see much. I just watched it back. You didn't. You literally saw a dome and then got it off.
Yeah, probably. No one watches Scottish League. I don't know how many people even watch it.
All you saw was like a bit of the end. And
they're trying. I don't know where you stand on it. Would you prefer they join the English League?
Huh?
Would you prefer if they join the English League, Scottish League, they bring them to the English League?
No. Why should they be in English leagues? Also, if they come to the English leagues, they shouldn't get any special treatment where they get put into one of the higher divisions immediately, because then that's unfair. Because everyone else has had to work to be in that place.
So you prefer they should put them in the Championship?
No, they stay in Scotland. They shouldn't be in English leagues. It shouldn't even be a conversation.
A lot of people don't want to hear it.
I don't even know why Cardiff, Swansea, and Wrexham are in flipping English leagues.
We got half an hour to go. See, Stevie, let's go to the. You don't have to do a tactical, but because the lineup is already out. So if you can share FootMob, the way FootMob put these players together, let's talk about it. Whilst we're here. So we are, if you're joining us, we're still discussing team news. So this team news
For
lineup.
some reason, they haven't put. Oh no, they have put it up. It's just because it's on the website. It comes up below the thing where I'm not used to it.
Right. Yeah.
There we go.
Palmer,
We'll
being
share
there
now.
has really, my spirit is down a bit. Hopefully.
There you go. Got it nice and zoomed in for you.
Big up to you, DJ. DJ in here in the building. DJ said a big up, guys. Where is Palmer? Not even in the squad. Yeah, Palmer. Report is he I think he had a late fitness test for England and he did not even pass it.
No, he had a late fitness test for today's game.
For today's game. Okay, and then he didn't pass it. So probably muscle fatigue. I don't think it's a dangerous injury that we should worry about, but it could be fatigue.
No, it's probably fatigue because he's had to play so much.
Yeah. So thank you very much, DJ, joining us here. DJ, I sent a link to you, I think yesterday. If you still have it, you can still use it. But if not, let me know. I will send the link here for everyone watching who wants to join and have a say. Who join us here on the screen, on the stream. But anyway, we'll look at the outline when you put the formation together. Just like I said, Reece James in the middle with Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. Sorry, Enzo Fernandez will be that creative player up front, and Cuckoo will be the number one. Neto on the right hand side with Sancho. Sancho have to be very disciplined. Dropping down, dropping deep to help Marco Cucurella. He need to drop down to help Cucurella because Cucurella will be always like to join attack to get goals. But when he's out of position, Sancho need to drop deep to help him out. If we're gonna lose this game, it will be coming from the left-hand side. When Cucurella move, that's where it's gonna come up from. So we're gonna look at player for player. We're looking at Wesley Fofana and is it Trossard? Wesley Fofana, Trossard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wesley Fofana, Trossard.
I still think it's got to be Neto up top like it has been in the last few games.
Neto Luis Maskelly is the name. Luis Maskelly. Neto, I think Neto can override him. I'm very, very sure he can. Fofana Rice, Fofana Trossard is taken care of. James is there. So look at that. If you look at that right hand side, it's very solid. But is Shea moving to the right hand side? Because you got two left-footed center backs. Why not tossing? Why not tossing on the right hand side? Why is he not preferred in that position?
I actually don't know. But it's got to be interesting. Hopefully, our defense can actually stay strong. Yeah. Okay, let me put it like this, DJ, right? I hear you, but also at the same time, when our sporting directors go, Carney, you're gone. Felix, you're gone. Who did we have to play there? Because Nkunku's a lazy you-know-what, yeah? So who did we actually have to play where Palmer plays? Just asking. Nobody.
Yeah, we were even talking about it, Stephen, about even, although we know how bad Felix has been, he could have been helping. He could have been a good player.
I'd prefer we kept Carney Chukwuemeka than Felix. Felix, I'm happy he's going on loan. I would rather kept Carney.
So many bad decisions has been taken over the years, including the manager himself. I'm not excluding the manager with his bad decisions they've made at the football club. He's part of it.
On this, he literally, like, who could he have replaced Palmer with? Oh, Dewsbury Hall, because that's a great idea.
Oh, no way. Dewsbury Hall.
See what I mean? There's nobody.
He's an average player.
There's nobody.
I mean, next season, these players that we're bringing in, I've seen those two young players from Sporting CP, FC Porto. These young players, especially the, what's his name again? The one that we signed, the one with the dreadlocks. The one, I know they're both black players, but the one with the dreadlocks, I can't remember. Is it?
Was it the one from 2 days ago or the one from 1 day ago?
2 days ago. 2 days ago.
Quenda,
yeah. Something Quenda. Name, the first one is familiar, but I can't always remember. Is it Jovinho or Grano or something like that? Huh?
It's not Jovino.
Some name. The
It's
first name.
Giovanni Quenda.
What's the first name again?
Giovanni Quenda.
Giovanni. Yeah. Thank you. Giovanni Quenda. That guy will help in that left hand side. Yeah. Thank you, Steven. Yeah.
I could have probably just searched it on here, but I didn't want to go off the lineup.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I mean, next season will be great. It will be great, but still bringing in players that are not, and they don't know about the Premier League. You know, that's another problem. That's a problem. We could see some few players leaving. I prefer the loan Sancho to any other club outside Europe. Take him to AC Milan. Sancho, Dortmund, or AC Milan, take him right there on loan. Nkunku, send him back to RB Leipzig. Take these players out to the football club. Keep the rest. Badiashile, I'll keep Badiashile. Badiashile is a very good player. Technically, he is good on the ball, but he doesn't have pace. Pace is what he's lacking. But technically, Badiashile is a very good player. Distribution is spot on. Passing in range is also very good. But the problem is the pace that he doesn't have. But I'll keep Badiashile all day. From the bench, he can come from the bench or he can start. Levi Colwill also, same thing. I'll keep him. He needs to learn. He needs to get better. He needs time to learn. He's still young. I think 22, isn't it? Levi Colwill, 22. Levi
Colwill?
Yeah. 22 years old. Robert Sanchez, I'll replace Robert Sanchez. Did you say 22, Steven?
Yeah.
Yeah, 22. Robert Sanchez, he needs to go. So, yeah, it's over there. Thank you. Robert Sanchez will be one of the players I'll also replace next season with a top quality goalkeeper. So, in this squad, I got 3 of these players leaving. Nkunku, Sancho, and Robert Sanchez. These players are leaving. I'll keep the rest of them. And we definitely going to know. We know that
I'd get rid of more than that. Not from the starting 11 specifically, but from the current team in general.
I mean, I'm talking about the starting 11
okay,
now.
From the starting 11, I'm getting Badiashile out as well. 1, 2 in Sanchez, 3 in Nkunku, and then
why would you get rid of Badiashile? If you look at his statistics compared to any of the defenders, he is good on the bench. He can be a very good squad player.
We can sell him and get a better player who can be a starter for us.
Well, already you got some defenders that will be leaving. You have the one from Aston Villa. Disasi is gone.
Yeah,
Disasi will be
that's
leaving.
Only one.
I don't see Achampon being part of the squad next season. He will be on loan. Achampon is not ready.
Okay, but he don't fall into the centre back category anyway. He's sort of both right back and centre back. So,
but Tosin also, I don't rate Tosin. I
like Tosin. I like him.
No. If you like Tosin, don't like Badiashile, then there's something wrong over there.
Well, no, Tosin
both
is
are the
better
same.
than Badiashile.
If distribution wide, Badiashile is better than Tosin. Distribution.
Tosin, I prefer Tosin than Badiashile.
Why?
For one, I feel like Tosin brings more leadership.
Bro, what leadership has he shown since is when he get a chance? What leadership? Is it?
We literally saw it the other night. Was he not commanding the defense when he was on the pitch the other night?
Well, he's not.
There's a prime example of leadership and experience.
I hear you. Big up to you, Robert Ty, joining us live on the show. He says, hello, bro. Big up to Chelsea. 100% more power, vigor, and everything. But I don't know. With all these hype on Chelsea, Robert, your team is lacking their best creative player, which is Cole Palmer. I don't see Chelsea winning this game. A draw will be good.
Maresca has said Palmer's injured. He hopes to have him back after the international break.
What was that, Steven?
Maresca has said that Palmer's got an injury. He hopes he will be back after the international break.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so Palmer's about to pull out the England squad then.
Yep. Again. But I'm happy for Reece
good because it gives him rest, and also you might get someone like Morgan Gibbs-White get called up.
Yeah. I mean, people were asking why it's not there. Why is Callum Hudson-Odoi also not there? They've been brilliant for.
I mean,
and,
if it was between one of them, I'd prefer it be Morgan Gibbs White.
Yeah. DJ said that. So who reported Palmer failed a fitness test? Who reported it?
I think that might have been Sky.
I mean, I saw some from Simon Phillip, but he didn't really report it. He gave a hint of something.
No,
happening
Simon reported on his site this morning.
on his website.
Yeah, on his website this morning, he said that Palmer's unlikely to play.
Okay.
Screen
is frozen right now.
He was unlikely, huh? What is that? Me? Everything lagged for a second. And what was you saying?
Give me a second. I unplugged my screen was frozen, so it's reloading everything back. Give me a second.
But Simon had said ahead of the Arsenal game today, we've heard that Palmer's likely to miss it due to tightness in his hamstring and the desire to rest him and let it recover.
Big up to Rhino CFC in the building. Big up to Rhino CFC says, if we're being honest, our defense isn't ready to compete in the UCL and the Premier League title race. No, not at all, bro. I agree with you 100%. You're really spot on. But a few acquisition or a few players that come in next season, it could help. A lot of work needs to be done to this team. I don't know where they stand on Robert Sanchez. Would they let him go and bring in a world-class goalkeeper is needed? Sancho is not good for this team. I've talked about Sancho, and then who else did I talk about? I think I did talk about Nkunku also. He has to leave because he doesn't look like he's fit for this Premier League. He's fit for this league. He's not fit enough. He's not good enough. His body language is gone. You know. Big up to everyone in the comment from DJ. Big up to you, man, like DJ. I saw came in here for a second, and I let him in, and it looks like he's got kicked out again. Rano said Wesley Fofana, Reece James, Levi Cowell, Matt Cucurella, and starting together together for Chelsea for the first time ever. So look at the number of players, first time ever compared to Arsenal. I did talk about this earlier on. Look at what Arsenal had and what Chelsea had. Arsenal and Chelsea team, new players playing together. They don't understand. There's no telepathic understanding in this team. First time ever going to play. They will make mistakes. But Arsenal has a formidable of understanding because they have played together in a series of games. You get what I'm saying? All this team, they've played together. Chelsea doesn't have that consistency on the pitch. It will happen. And we're going to end up seeing that the first 20 minutes, Arsenal will dominate possession. They have the fan behind them, which makes it the 13th number, or the 13th player on the pitch. All right, let's hear from we have. Thank you very much, Rhino CFC, for your comment, guys. Don't forget to do this. Like the stream is very, very important. Let's like the stream, comment, and subscribe. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And one more thing, smash that like button. Smash it. Let's keep it going. I'll take this comment and I'll go to Makim is in there in the studio. Also, I'll take a few words from Makim.
Yeah,
then we'll move from
these.
these.
The next 10 minutes.
You're gonna leave 10 minutes?
I've got it, yeah.
Okay. A CFC DJ said we are selling now to bring in a striker and winger, but nothing mentioned on a new world-class goalkeeper. Two experienced centre backs, which we need at this moment. Yeah.
Look, March 2023 at Chelsea. Happy here. Club is so big, it's amazing. June 2024 when he's on loan at Barca. My plan is clear. I love Barcelona and I want to stay. August 2024 when he joins Chelsea.
Can you zoom it in? Can you zoom it in a bit?
Slightly, but probably not much.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Do.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, when he rejoined Chelsea in August 2024, it's a chance for me to find a home. There's no better place for me to be than Chelsea. Then January 2025, I've joined AC Milan on loan, but if there's a chance to stay beyond the season, I'd be happy. Do you notice the common theme? You can pretty much look at it, and it's just like almost like he just changes the name of the team, but the general wording is the same. I love it. I want to stay. I love it. I want to stay. No better place. I want to stay. No better place. I'm happy here. I want to stay. All this stuff. Did you notice that?
Yeah,
Bro,
because they're the same words over here. When he went
I think someone said it on our stream, and then I've seen this pop up today. I was like, oh, I've got to get it up. I can't remember who said it. It was one of the people. It might have been DJ or Mackin or one of the others. But they were on here and they were mentioning it, and we were all saying he like changes the name of the club, but other than that, it's almost like identical what he says. And then this has just been sent to me by someone, and I was like, "Oh, I've got to
is
get
it a
this up."
statement from him, or is it a PR statement from his website or Twitter
No, he
page?
says it. He says it in interviews and stuff.
Come on, Joao Felix, you're being found out. We know what you're doing. Well, what will be your next destination?
You ain't as smart as you think.
What will be your next destination, Joao Felix? Let us know so we can click those words.
He'll go on loan to Germany. I love it here. I want to stay in Germany if there's a chance. I want to stay.
I want to stay beyond. I want to stay beyond this season in Germany.
This guy, man.
I think Joao Felix, I think he burst out of the limelight way too early. At age 16, this guy was commanding 150 million to Atletico Madrid.
Would have been 18, but I get your point.
18. Yeah, I mean, he was lighting up the European leagues at the age of 16. When he moved to Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, 450 million at that age, very young. So I think that sometimes we have to slow down. I think the 50 million for Estavi, Williams 50 million for Quanda really is a good price, because from what we've said of what we've seen, that they were commanding over 100 million, but Chelsea were able to do it for 40 million. That was good. Reiner said we can't blame him. He hasn't had any game time this season with us. He's not a rubbish player. He can bring creativity in the right system. We saw what he did with us on loan. That is Joao Felix, and he went on to say,
he's that good
"Don't
on loan
forget."
for us. That's one of the reasons I didn't want him here to begin with when he rejoined.
Reiner said, "Don't forget, it's their job too." It's very difficult for. He's still young, 25. He hasn't hit his prime. He's still with Dean. Like I said, he lights up the the European soil very, very early at a very, very tender age. That is why it looks like he's been around forever. Just like Raheem Sterling, who also started playing, became much better at a very, very tender age, scoring goals. But he got better when he moved to Man City. It was quite good with Liverpool, but then he did well with Man City. But after that, Pep Guardiola saw it. He's, decreasing. I mean, his performance is going down. He's dropping. And he said, "Let me sell him. 50 million. Chelsea, come and pick him. I got other players that can fill those void or those spaces, and better than Raheem Sterling." But anyway, Raheem Sterling, another player, I think he's done. Sterling is done. He has to go abroad. Too bad he's still our player. We're paying part of his wages.
Send him to Saudi
Pro League. I think that he would make a lot of money, more than John Duran. Or probably
the because he's actually done stuff in his career.
And Duran,
and that's not disrespectful to Duran. That's just facts. Sterling has done stuff in his career. He's achieved things.
But Duran can come back at 825 and still win something.
I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying you're saying that you think he'll get more money. You'd imagine he would because of what he's done in his career, what he's achieved in his career. That's the point I'm making. So you'd imagine he'd get more, but no guarantees, I guess.
All right, guys. So we literally have just 3 minutes to end the stream. 3 minutes left to end the stream. We wait for Brother Makeem. But looks like some technical difficulties is holding on to Makeem in the studio. But then what do we have to look at? A prediction. We're gonna look at prediction before we leave the stream today. On tactical, we break down, and we know what what's his name again? Arteta is gonna be like. We know what Enzo Maresca is gonna also be like in terms of how they play, but we don't know. What we don't know is the outcome of the game. Steven,
Mm-hmm.
gonna push you to the corner. I know you're not gonna give me numbers, but what's your heart saying, and what's your gut saying?
Draw.
A draw.
Yeah.
I think today I do agree with you on this. I'm going for a draw too. I'm going for a draw.
I had a draw or 3 points at the start of the stream.
Guys, I'm
And
not
when
going
it
for a
came out
draw.
that Palmer's not playing, I'm going heavy on draw.
I'm not going for a draw. I'm going with Palmer playing. I went for a draw, but I'm changing my mind. I haven't settled the result anyway. I'm going for a Chelsea losing 2-0.
I think we're going to get something, so I'm maintaining my stance of a draw. If we can stop Arsenal corners, what can they really do?
Well, they don't even score from corners like they do before, so I'm not even worried
When we
about.
played them in the first game, they didn't score from corners. They beat Sanchez at his near post. That's how they equalised. And it was 1-0 that game.
Something's playing from somewhere.
No, not on my end.
You sure?
Yeah.
I hear something.
No idea.
I hope so. Why is this screen? Yeah, something is coming from somewhere.
I think it's something very faint on your end because it's very, very quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's because the volume is.
It's that.
Yeah, I have to increase the volume so you can hear it, but I don't know where it's coming from.
That's what it was that was making the noise.
Yeah, I don't know where it's playing from. That's a big problem. The sound,
No idea.
my music is playing in the background very quietly, but I can't really tell exactly. All right, I know how to find out. I'll get it from here. All right, we're gonna wrap up here. We're gonna wrap up. What is on this? Got Peacock on my screen behind there. I don't know what happened with this screen. This screen went off. It's back on. Why? What happened? All right, Steven G. I think we have guys. What's your prediction? What's your prediction, guys? Give us your prediction. Let's run away from here. Something is playing. I don't know. I don't want to get myself in trouble with YouTube. So, I got DJ wants me to share this. Let me see. Okay. Ooh. Let me give that to. Okay. DJ said that Chelsea potential outgoing in the summer. Sales Kepa 10 million, Sancho Sanchez 50 million, Chalobah 50 million, Humphreys 10 million, Disasi 25 million to Aston Villa, Viega 30 million to Juventus.
What are you even looking at?
It's from I think is it VDYK?
Oh,
that
him.
guy. Yeah, Felix 35 million, Sterling 10 million, Madueke 50 million, Nkuku 40 million and 50 million. Madueke 50 million, Kuku is 40 million, Broja 5 million. Total of 340 million. Chelsea have a lot of money to spend in the summer. But the player that I think Chelsea are losing a lot of money on, it's would I say Sterling is Chelsea selling Sterling for 10 million. We pay 15.
No one said we're selling Sterling for 10 million. This guy's just making up random numbers.
Because Sterling would definitely go for more than 10 million.
He's literally just come up with random numbers off the top of his head.
But even if you put all these numbers together, there's a 340 million. That's a lot of money.
Hang on. But it's not as simple as that. This is what people don't seem to understand. Like, it really isn't as simple as, oh, we sold for this much, so we can spend this much. This is why we always end up talking about profit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my pins on my Discord to see how much the players have left. So who's he got? Humphreys. I don't know if we've still got Humphreys. I don't know if we loaned him or sold him in the end. I can't remember. Kepa, yeah, that would be profit. Sanchez, that would be 800,000 profit. Chalobah, 15 million profit. Like I said, I'm not sure on Humphreys what's going on. If we loaned or sold him, I can't remember. The Sassy, where is he? The Sassy, that would be a 1.2 million loss. Vega, I've got to find again because he's on a different one.
Okay.
Vega, that would be about 15 million profit. Ben Chilwell, I'm pretty sure that's profit.
Yeah.
Who else? Leslie.
Ugochukwu.
Yeah, I know. It's just easier to say Leslie. That would be about 10 million profit. Chukwuemeka, that would be, what was it? 40 million. That would be about 33 million profit. Felix would be a loss.
Yeah, Felix would be a loss, definitely.
Felix would be, let's see, Felix. Felix would be. Oh no, actually, that would be a 2 million profit. Yeah, Vega's about 14 million profit. Dewsbury Hall, that would be a 1 million profit.
Mm-hmm.
Sterling, where are you, fraud? That would literally break even. Sterling will have 10 million left on the books in the summer. Don't know where he's got 50 million for Madueke from. No one's paying 50 million for Madueke.
Stephen, that this picture reminds you of Romelu Lukaku.
Hang on. Nkunku, 40 million. I'm just quickly checking the Nkunku one. Nkunku, he's got randomly put up 40 million to be about nearly 10 million profit, and then Breuer's just 5 million pure profit. Hang on, I'm just getting rid of something. Go on. Nee.
Yeah.
What did you say?
No, I said that this picture reminds you of Romelu Lukaku, the guy behind us, Quenda.
I guess kind of like a young Lukaku when he had like the dreads and that.
Yeah. Rhino said if our midfield is in form and we dominated the midfield, we can hope to keep them in their zone because there is no one up front from Rhino. Nkunku too. We're talking about the selling players, Nkunku too. But big guys, we're gonna wrap up from here, Stephen G. We have given our point on where we think that it will go right for Chelsea. Only if Chelsea put up a fight. But guys, don't be surprised. It will be a struggle for Chelsea. I wouldn't lie to you. From what we see, it will be a struggle for Chelsea at the Emirates. It will be very difficult for Chelsea. So we'll leave you guys before we draw the curtains. We'll leave you guys here and say Lil Desperados. As I always say, thank you guys all for coming on. DJ, I know Steven's waiting to add the history. DJ, Rano, and McKean. And McKean, then my brother Robert Taha, who also joined us here. Lord Vapor Nation, then Ademe, Obanye Ademe from Ethiopia. Big up to everyone that joined the show today. Those that couldn't make it today, I hope that we'll see you guys next time. We hope that Chelsea come back with a win. Rhino said, I hope we see personality today. Hope Chelsea up the Chills from Rhino. Thank you very much, Rhino. Rhino, I would like to see you on the show next time. You guys, when I send the link, join. That's what we're looking for. We're building a community here. We're trying to get to know each other. And I know from your typing and everything shows your football knowledge is huge. It's right there. So when you guys don't feel shy, next time join. You don't necessarily have to turn your camera on. You can turn it off and then share your viewpoint regarding certain games. But big up to you, DJ. We'll probably see you guys later in the next stream. Since you today stream after a match. I tried to do it, but sometimes the turn up is always not that great. DJ, you've asked before, and then when I get it done and send you the link, I never hear from you, DJ. All right, but I will see what I can do. It depends on time. You know, Sundays. Today I'm not going to church. Usually I'll be in church, and all right, let's do this. Makim, let's go straight to Makim. Makim, you guys.
Yes, sir.
You got 3 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Pick up Mackin. I'll speak to you guys later. Yeah.
All right.
Big up,
Yes,
my guy.
we're gonna leave, but let me hear from Makim real quick.
2-0 Rangers.
Yes, sir. Christ is Lord.
All right. Enjoy the game, Steven.
See ya.
Makim, let me hear from you. You're gonna end the show with
Yes,
Makim.
sir.
Makim, let me
Christ
hear
is
from you.
Lord.
Lineup is out. Where is hope?
God is good. Yeah, Christ is Lord, and we're going to win. Yeah, by no. It's just vibes right now, Nate. We need to enjoy it. You know, we have to enjoy it. You know, and
But you
I don't know.
you believe we're going to win it, Makim?
Not at all. No, not at all. Even if we do, it looks bad on Maresca, and I don't know. I don't know the confirmation as to the reason why Cole Palmer is not playing. It seemed like a managerial issue. So I don't know.
There's an injury
Yeah.
there. You said there's an injury there.
And he played in the European league. Yeah.
The last league.
So you sacrifice that for the Premier League. Yeah.
The Basin Cup trophy.
Yeah, exactly. You sacrifice Cole Palmer for such thing over there. So now we have to rely on Enzo is wait. You got in Kunku, play him in his original position. Reece James is there, play him in his original position. This, like you said, this we that this going on. This is no. So for now, yeah, I'm feeling it's not good. I feel like I'm leaning towards Maresca out. Yeah, I'm leaning towards.
Too early that. I mean, Makim.
That would understand. That I'm leaning towards there. I have to now, because if you look at it here, you're not playing to our strengths. You're playing by a tactic here that has not worked here. You're working by a formula that's working for others. So if we want to use this formula against Arteta, we will be crushed. We won't even see the ball. You have to work to our strengths before this could work. And I don't understand what's this with using Enzo. We are supposed to use Nkunku the way we are using Enzo. Give him a chance at that position. Stop forcing goals on this guy. Stop forcing this guy. Goals validate this guy.
Who are you going to play as your striker if you don't play Nkunku there? There's no one on the bench.
And Nkunku is a very good 8 and a very good number 10. Very good.
He hasn't shown since he got his chance at Chelsea.
He hasn't even had the chance to play there. That's the whole point. You get what I'm saying? And if we have, there's a reason why we brought back Dacho Fofana and these kind of guys here back from loan. What is the point if you're not going to use them in their appropriate position? Give them a try. Have someone, he's more physical than Pedro in that position. He can hold the ball longer than Pedro. He's an established striker. Why are we doing this?
He did the same thing with Disasi. We did not get the best of Disasi because
oh my god,
the right back. Now look how he's cooking. He's got a Premier League MVP, best player in the game.
That hurts my heart.
You get what I'm saying? And JC's asking, what's the change? Another partnership in the centre back role. We saw Tosin played in that role versus Badishir. Now all of a sudden, Badishir, who's a left-footed centre back, has moved to right-footed position, playing as a right-footed centre back today, which can create problem. There's no understanding between our team.
playing on the right.
Yeah, he's playing on the right.
What's it? Let me ask you, even you, yeah.
Yeah.
What's this fascination with Badiashile? What's this? What? What? What is this?
Let me say the different. The statistics will tell you he is very good on the ball, and it fits the way Enzo Maresca wants to play. He is very good. His passes are very, very accurate, but he doesn't have pace. And most of our defenders don't have pace. I know I can take Fofana out. Maybe Levi Colwell, he has a little bit of pace, but defensively, he's not that great. You get what I'm saying? But Badishir's passing range is very good. He's good on the ball, but he doesn't have pace.
So if that's the case, yeah, play him in the six. If he's so good as a ball player, like you guys say, play him in the six. Go on, bad man, do it. But you're not going to do that, are you? We need physicality in there. You're not going to do that, are you? So we're going to force him in a position. You know what? If I don't get Jared Braithwaite from Everton at the end of the season, it will be problems. It will be problems. I wanted him in January because Levi Colwell needs competition. I need the Jared Braithwaite. If I don't have Jared Braithwaite, it's a huge problem that we're gonna have. You can't rely on Cucurella to come back and play left centre back every time. It's terrible. How is Nkunku even going to see the ball up front? He's not going to see it. He's got Enzo behind him. It's gone. Our wingers are not going to score. It's gone. Cole Palmer. I need my Guinness. I'll be back. I need my Guinness.
Get one. Get the chilled one. It's better to drink the chilled one. Big up to JC in the building. Big up to you, JC. JC said hello to everyone in here. What is going on with this? Another change in the center back role. Maresca, I don't like it. JC's not even happy. He likes Maresca one way or the other, but today he's showing that something is not going right with. I wouldn't start about the share here from JC. Enzo is our best attacking option outside Neto. JC went ahead and said that Nkunku has been awful. He shouldn't start. Shouldn't be starting. I would rather have Tariq George instead of Nkunku or Sancho. Beginning of the stream, I even said I'll start Tariq George instead of Sancho every day if I was the manager. Nkunku has been very, very awful. I was take to Colwell and Fofana with Reece James as invented right back. This manager, man, this guy, that's what people call him a championship manager. He don't know nothing. He doesn't know nothing. Have Caicedo, Enzo moving between lines, and that's a tactical JC. Tactician or tactical man JC is talking over here. I understand Palmer is injured, so he brings in Reece in the midfield, which makes a lot of sense. Colwell and Fofana have been best partnership, tossing, running close, according to JC. Let's hear from DJ. DJ, good morning to you. Is this still morning?
Good afternoon, bro. Good afternoon, bro.
Good afternoon. Here in the UK,
all right.
Bro. So okay? Good morning from my
end.
You know
what, bro?
Here.
Like you said about church here. We tend to do as well. I've not gone for a while. We tend to go church as well, bro. But I've just not had a chance to go for a while. But we do either go on a Saturday or a Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
So I've just not had a chance to go. Anyway, today's Chelsea's game. But I just have to say one thing. First of all, big up to Makeem and big up to the comments. With all the problems we've got, Makeem, bruv, yeah, your first thing you come on, bruv, and you start going on about Enzo Fernandez, bruv. I mean, come on, man. We've got enough issues with Cole Palmer not playing in his setup today, right? And I said this from the beginning. I said it in all streams, past and present. I said it in other streams that you continue playing Cole Palmer all the time, you're going to expect an injury. He's missing one of our vitalist games of the season that we need this season, and he's missing that game because our manager continues to play him, and that's not on him. I blame that on the directors not bringing in a replacement, or even letting Felix go, or even letting Chukwuemeka leave in January. Right? You should have kept one of those two because of situations like this. We all knew, and I always said I came on your comments all the time, and I said in your streams as well. Both Caicedo and Palmer were a couple of injuries, or one injury away from being out of a game, and lo and behold, it's happened. And this is exactly what's happened. And look, regardless of what the sporting directors' issues and their problems are, they're there to half to blame for this. I do blame this on Maresca as well because he's overplayed the kid. He thought he was too smart in letting Felix go in January, thinking I don't need a replacement because I got Cole Palmer there. Little did he know that this kid was going to burn out at some point, and we could have done now with either Chukwuemeka or we could have done with Felix in his team right now. But hey, it's what it is now. It's a vital game against Arsenal. For me, it's a must win. I came on here last week, all confident saying we're going to win. I'm still going to stick with that thing. We're going to win today, but it's going to be a very tough game. Even though Arsenal don't have Saka in their team, they've still got other players that will hurt us. I think we saw last season they absolutely trounced us at their ground at the Emirates last season. We don't want to have another situation like this again. You look at our bench and think who's going to come on to help us out. Again, not many options there. Obviously, I've seen Lavia back in there, which is great. Tyreek George, I think, is there as well, which is great as well. But other than that, you look at Elsa around and who else can come on that bench and help us out when need be. So we are in a what I call a bad situation. You know, but listen, we've got to win today. It's vital we win today. I'm still confident in my team. Okay. And look, I get what my king keeps going on about Enzo, but look, the situation is now you need Enzo and you need Nkuku in this team right now, Makeem. So I'd say back it because that's all we can do at the moment, bro. Because we've got nothing else we can do. I don't know who else you can put in there. Because Enzo, for me, I think has actually been our better player, one of our better performance of late. To be fair to the guy, and he's still getting slack for it. So I just don't understand where some of the fan base goes with Enzo Fernandez. I really don't. When he's playing well, he still gets rubbish come to him. When he's not playing well, yeah, I can understand the criticism. But when the guy is actually playing well for us and he's still getting criticised, I just don't understand it. I still don't. And as I said, we need him now in his team right now with Cole Palmer being injured.
You know what it is, DJ? You know what it is, DJ? It's not about the hate towards Enzo. It's because
I
Enzo
didn't say
is
hate, bro.
being
I didn't
put.
say hate, bro. I didn't say you're hating.
Yeah,
Him,
yeah,
bro. I didn't
yeah.
say that,
No,
bro.
he gets a lot of hate. No, you're right. You're right. You're not wrong. But the reason why, yeah, is because he's being put in the position, yeah, where it takes away from his talents himself. The position or where Palmer is, yeah, when it becomes for you to drop down and link the attack and the defense, yeah, it's a lot to ask physically from Enzo. And the thing is, when you have someone that's not originally a striker, yeah, he's not going
Yeah.
to make that space for you in order for you to create and give you time. You won't get time on the ball. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be aggressive, and it doesn't make the player look good. It's not about the profile of him or anything like that. It's just that when you have Nkunku, whose position, who actually is that, he has been training for it, and then you don't play him there, but you play Reece James instead, who's gonna be like a deer at the headlights when he's gonna play the midfield. Arsenal's midfield, we're talking,
I get that, bro. But do you
Arsenal.
not think that's on the
It's
Maresca, though, bro?
mad.
I mean, Maresca's done
And
this,
then
bro. I mean,
and
Maresca's
then
the
you
one who's
have
put him there,
Wesley.
isn't it?
Yeah, you have Wesley Fofana on the right hand side here, who's another one who's not used to that positioning.
Yeah,
Physically, you need more than just physicality
he
because there's
struggles
a lot
with
of players. Yeah, yeah, and you have Pedro Neto. It's a lot. It's a lot, DJ. It's a lot, and yeah, it's vibes at the moment. It's just vibes now, to
No,
be
no.
honest.
No, listen, bro. I can understand your concern. Listen, I do, and I know what you're saying about this whole Enzo thing, right? Yeah, and he doesn't get played in his right position and so on. But for whatever reason or another, he's our player, who's our creator, right? So he'll be the kind of guy who'll create the chances for your Nkukus to go and put them in. So he's actually going to create from midfield. That is why Caicedo is left to do, and like Reece James is there to back Caicedo while Enzo gets a chance to go forward. Now, if we think about it this way, all three of those guys can actually bomb forward if they need to stop, start attacks and put the balls into play for the striker to
Yeah,
finish.
it's
Right,
true.
so all three can do that. You got Enzo, you got Caicedo, and you've got Reece James. So they can all come back and support. I think my only concern with you is why I agree with you on one thing is, will Enzo Fernandez come back? Is he
yeah, he
what I call
doesn't drop
experienced
deep.
enough to
He
say, you know
doesn't drop.
what? Are you going to drop back like say
It's not
Reece
even
James would drop
Enzo. You
back for
need to
Caicedo?
He got
know?
Enzo.
two.
We know where Enzo is. The deficit is, yeah. And Kunku is the selfish.
Mm.
That's the thing. Like
Look,
it's going to work against Enzo. Like
he
he's
got
going,
three
and
players.
Kunku's going to try play the role that Enzo is meant to play. He's by default. And then what's left for Enzo to do?
So
He's left to just carry on play. And
one
sometimes
question for
he'll
you,
have to
Makeem.
drift to the left.
With no Cole Palmer there today, would you have not still chosen Enzo Fernandez in his team today?
I would have chosen him in this team, but I want to play him in that specific Cole Palmer position. It's asking a lot from him, especially you got a selfish person who doesn't know how to play striker.
Yeah.
So he's going to revert to playing an 8 with other 8s, and then it's just mad. It's negative, and nobody's going to be there to be at the end of it. And Enzo's not physical enough. Sometimes he even tries to get at the end of it. Have you not realized that lately? Enzo's been trying to get at the end of certain balls because you have someone like Nkuku at the front. Who, oh my god!
You
And
have
even
two
up against
players. You have 2 players in the team who don't like to track back. And Nkunku is one of them, and Sancho is one of them. We're going to suffer a lot. That's
So,
what I'm saying.
just a quick thing,
If we're
Nate.
going to lose the
Who's on the
game,
bench?
it will
Is a
be
young
coming
kid on
from
the
the left
bench?
side.
Sorry, Nate. Is that young kid on the bench? Our striker. Is he there today on the bench? I didn't look at the whole lineup. I saw.
Yeah.
I saw the lineup. I didn't check
There's
the
no
bench though.
striker.
I
We
know.
don't have any striker on the bench. That
Even the
guy-
young
he-
kid. We didn't bring.
No, he's not.
Oh man, what is it? What are we doing
He's
here?
not
man?
there. You're talking about Shimaraka.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shimaraka is not there.
Oh my god, he's not there. Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, he's not on the bench.
So we've got no striker option at all to come off the bench.
No, Nkuku is the only one we have.
Well, he's already in the setup though. He's already in the lineup, isn't he, bro? So it looks like
Is
complete.
Sancho playing at least?
Sancho's playing. Yeah, Sancho's there.
Yeah, that's good.
This
Neto's there.
This who we have on the
Sancho
bench.
can do a job.
This the bench. Chelsea have Trevor Chalobah, Joshua Champon, Karen Dewsbury, Hall, Malo Gusto, Tosin Ademirbio. I'm sure the bench. Tosin there, Philip Jorgensen, Marcus Bettinelli, Romeo Lavia, and Tariq George.
So one attacking player, one attacking play in Tariq George, right?
Lavia also. Oh no,
Lavia.
Yeah, he can play both.
Midfielder, he can play both.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, listen, I would have at least put the youngster on the bench today, you know, giving this kid an opportunity because you don't know what he could have done. And Arsenal have something different to think about if he was to come off the bench. I mean, look at Arsenal, man. Yeah, this is right. You know, I knock Arsenal. I can't stand them as a football club, right? Yeah. But when I look at the way they play their youngster, I mean, that kid that's playing there on the wing, what's his name? The one who's been called up for England. He looks what a talent. And then you got Noah Ranani and the other kid. I mean, at least they're giving these guys a chance. Yeah, what are we doing here? I mean, you should have at least kept this kid on the bench today. Should it not have worked out? Bring him on and see what these guys can do up against this kid because they might have something different. They always don't like playing against the unknown, as they say, right? And they don't know what this kid could have done to them. But as usual, we didn't opt to go with a striker on the bench. And again, I don't know what Maresca is doing in that way. You know, listen, I'm not here to knock Maresca, and I know I'm probably going to get it from Tobago and everyone else that thinks, oh, you're all of a sudden Maresca out. I'm not Maresca out. I've said this before. He's got a 5-year contract. For me, he sees a 5-year contract. But what I will criticize him for
he's not going to make another 5 years. He's not going to make the 5 years.
He's not, bro. He's definitely
I'll be honest
not.
with you, bro. I'm not going to lie to you guys here. Don't be surprised if you see links to Conceição coming to Chelsea in the summer because he's leaving AC Milan's job. Yeah, and all the young Portuguese
you'll
players.
be messy, DJ.
Yeah, all these young Portuguese
DJ.
players, right, getting signed, bruv. Do you ever ask the question of why we're getting these players signed up?
But they're good.
Well, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
They're
and I'll tell you what, Conceição is a much better manager than Maresca is. Let me tell you that right now. That guy's done things for Porto, yeah? He's just not worked out for him at Milan. Don't be surprised if there's an option. if they look at him as an option than something, because they're more or less going for everything else down there. You know, so don't be surprised if we do. And as I said don't be surprised to see 2 more signings coming from Sporting Lisbon as well, by the way, just to let you guys know on that one.
All right,
so guys, we got
6 more. We got 4 more minutes to go. But before we do that, before we end the stream, please, guys.
Yeah.
Quenda, please. What is this?
Is it Giovanni Quenda?
Very good talent, bro. Very good. But my cousin, you know what? I was so because my cousin texted me from Portugal as it goes, and he said to me, you know, have you checked Fabrizio Romano's latest bum? I said, what? He goes, bro, I thought you keep up to date with it. I thought I do, but I was just like 4:30 in the morning. He's messaging me, right? Or I was at 5 o'clock. He goes, look at who you guys have signed. What are you gonna sign? And I looked and I saw Kendo, and I thought, what? I was shocked at that.
I don't know.
What a player.
I looked at some highlights. He looked a lot like Madueke, though, man.
He's a talented, bruv. Trust me. He can play. He can play. Well, people say he's going to come to play at Chelsea. He's a right winger. He plays as a right back. He can play anywhere. Plays anywhere. He can play on the left as well if need be. But he's obviously more effective on the right. He's more effective on the right. Very good talent. He'll be coming to Chelsea, as you guys know, 2026. But I hope we do keep him because he better not be one of those that you're buying and selling for profit because that would be sad if that's the case.
The big question I'm going to ask is Enzo Maresca the right place to unlock the talent from these players that we're bringing in? All these talents.
This is where I said, bro. This is why I said, bro.
Like, dude,
This is
this man the
why I
manager
said, Nee.
to unlock the talent.
This is why I said, Nee, don't be surprised to have a manager. I mean, I saw links to shocked everyone. I saw links to Carlo Ancelotti yesterday to Chelsea, by the way, because apparently he's leaving the Real Madrid job. Okay, now it was actually the Athletic that reported that. So it's not some crap BS newspaper article that came out. It was the Athletic that reported that.
Yeah.
And don't be surprised if they're looking into something like that, the ownership, because maybe they've got fed up with Maresca. And look, people keep forgetting this whole thing. They're only backing Maresca till the end of this season. Why not till the 5 years, man? Why not come out and say he's backed all the way? But only till the
DJ,
end
you're
of this season,
troublemaker.
bruv. I'm not saying it. I'm not putting it out there. I'm just saying, why have they come out and said here the end of the season? Why? Is it because the players are getting fed up at the guy or what? I mean, listen, I just said it already.
That
I'm
makes
not going
sense.
to have Maresca out. I don't want him to be. I think he's the right guy still for Chelsea, for at least for another year. Give him a chance. Do what Chelsea did with you know, when they signed all these players and then they gave Claudio Ranieri that year under Roman Abramovich, and then we got them to third spot, and then Jose came in, and we all know what happened after that. Now, I'm not saying this is what Maresca will be didn't get us to. Maybe that will be the same situation. If we finish in the third or fourth, if we do finish in a Champions League spot, are these owners?
All right,
just
guys, I'm
about
gonna
to
head
go
out. Sorry, guys.
and give
I'm
him
gonna
give him a
peace
job?
out. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna go as well, bruv. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Peace.
look-
We'll talk about this
Peace.
another time, Nee, right, bruv?
All
I'll
right.
talk about that another time with you.
Yeah, definitely.
Trust.
We'll talk about it. Guys, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Me too. I gotta restart my computer so I can
Peace,
watch
guys.
the
Everyone
game.
in the chat,
Yeah,
smash the
the
like and
round ones,
subscribe.
guys. Hang on to all. We'll see you guys again. Bye for now.
Bye. Bye.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud in the face of doubt. You